solid year last year for you guys. You're kind of building this program up. What do you need to do to take the next step?
We have the right people in place. We're going to continue to develop them. We focus 100% of our time on the development of our guys, and I'm proud of where that's going. We have tremendous people. They care a whole lot. Our coaching staff is the best I've been around. We have tremendous people in place to invest into our kids. And our schemes have developed each year. Our way we do our business has gotten better each year, and we should be hitting stride this fall.
How tough is it to build a program in a conference this tough?
Well, it's tremendous. This is my school, it's my alma mater. We're charged with rebuilding it, with turning it around, and there are thousands of people around the country trying to turn places around. Most of them fail. And so taking on that challenge and finding an edge, trying to find a way to turn that tide is a big challenge, but it's a lot of fun.
It looks like your offense turned a corner last season, especially late in the year. How do you carry that momentum over?
Well, you can't carry momentum. It's a whole new team, whole new season, whole new group of guys, whole new mentality. And the DNA is always the same, but it's a new locker room every year. And we had a lot of success in some offensive spots. We graduated a lot of those guys. We had 3 all-conference receivers that are now gone. We don't have a starting receiver today. We got about 14 of them fighting for those 3 spots. We'll see what happens when the ball drops in fall camp.
What's the identity of your program, if you had to say it in a couple sentences?
We say all the time, winning is a result of a million right decisions and superior work. And all of our time is spent on those decisions, whether it's a decision to run the route the right way, or to put your eyes where it's supposed to be, or to go to class, or whatever. And then the work ethic to follow up on those decisions to make those things stick. And so that process is probably what defines us the most, and the fact that we're a strongly Christian university. This has got to be a place that's different. Evangel is special, and we emphasize that in everything we do.
Is that something you really sell guys on when you recruit them?
Yeah, you got to want to be a part of this. This is not for everybody. It's very unique, and it's life-changing. It did it for me, so I know I can do it for them, and we approach things hopefully from a different perspective than most.
When you get to the end of November, look back on this 2015 season, what would make it a success for you?
There's a million things that we look at. Obviously, we need to have a winning season. Obviously, we need to do well. This league is just brutal. This league is incredible with the depth of great teams that are there. We want to be able to compete and establish a base camp at the top of this conference, and that takes a lot of work, and that's where we're headed.
You mentioned brutal league, nothing but league games this year. How tough does that make your job?
The scheduling part is easier, as has been said, but our league there's no downtime. You don't have a game where you get to rest people. By the time we're done, whoever wins this conference, you go into the playoffs, you're beat to death, and so hopefully you've kept enough players by that time that you can make a run in the playoffs. But it's been a challenge for everybody in this league to win in the playoffs because of that attrition, that war of attrition that we go through in this conference. And with a couple new big physical teams coming in Iowa, that makes it even tougher. So it's the same for all of us, and we all have the same starting point, and we're ready to go.
Running back, Coach mentioned last year you guys had some good receivers, passing success. Offense will look a little different this year. How do you think it'll look?
He was talking about our receivers that we had, that left after last season. So it'll be fun to see how some of these new guys step in and fill that role. And then as far as offensive line, got a lot of guys coming back, and same quarterback coming back. So and same offensive coordinator for the last few years. So we're really understanding the system, and up front we're solid. Have some good guys coming back, and it'll be interesting to see the balance between the new receivers coming back and the depth up front. And
what's kind of the identity of your offense?
Identity of our offense, I would say want to be as physical as we can every game, up front, especially with those old guys coming back and big guys coming back. So just be as physical as we can, and be an up-tempo and fast-moving offense.
Coach mentioned there's a million things that could make it a successful season. What would make it a successful season this year in your eyes?
Just competing every week and every day, even in practice. We are going to have some new faces coming in, but we've got a lot of veterans coming back too. That will be a good mix of guys that are going to be able to push each other every day, and on Saturdays too.
How much fun do you guys have as a team going out and fighting each week, trying to build the program up? Like Coach said, it means a lot to him. How much does it mean to you guys?
It means a lot to us, with Coach Illum being an alum, and just playing at a school where, like he said, where we have high standards and good intermixing between the players and the students on campus. We have a lot of pride playing at Evangel, and just want to go out and compete every week and and show that pride.
Best part of being an Evangel football player is?
Best part of being an Evangel football player is being in the locker room with the coaches who are down there with the players all the time, and the players that we have there and coming in. We've got a good mix of guys, and able to compete hard on the field with each other, and then come in and be best friends with each other in the locker room. So